Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
And that is very, very cool. I want to shout out to our boy LS, just to say that the Orianna wasn't picked. Is a difficult matchup for the Annie, but it's going to be the Azir this time.
Yeah,
it's not too bad into it.
It's
Spider Lady. But T1 in a great position as Ona lands the Q. I love this guy's Lee Sin, man, as he flashes on top of the Azir, but it's a decent little snare, but he was holding onto the turret aggro. Faker didn't want to flash. He saw that the turret shot was in the air. First Blood certainly going to make that one worth it, as Kyle just throws out a Q, having a good time. And level 5 for Faker hits that level 6 now. Perfect execution online. And he's going to use it immediately. Got to make sure that you get these things on cooldown. Let's see whether he uses it now. There it is! And Faker, the first blood solo kill.
doesn't even need to flash. Calm and collected as Willer.
Yeah, he's going to try and get one back onto Ona here as he goes up into the sky. Comes back down, and there's the kill, but it's answered immediately. Gumayushi picking that one up. Carrier now trying to get these stuns down, but it's a double kill. Once again for Kyle, but Faker is coming. Flashes forward, gets into the Shroud now as Envy. Hit by the backflip. Faker, are you going to go back
Missed the Elise here. I don't think it'll be too impactful. Zona knows he's got to be somewhere, right? Now he sees him.
Yeah, there's the backflip. Emperor's Divide comes through as Faker's hit by the cocoon. It's the special delivery as he dives in. He wants to commit to it. There's the perfect execution, but Closer, he'll just set up the Sand Soldier and grab the kill.
Oh, this
really
was
nice.
so
I'm going to be able to regroup onto this Drake. So they'll take the first one. A solo mountain feels real nice. Next Drake from Bertle. T1 just going to back away immediately. They're going to be like, all right, Zeus, you take yourself a turret, and we'll give away this dragon. Next one will be the Cloud Soul. It is definitely telling a story about how this game is going, as I'll hold that thought. Ona's going to move over. Cocoon is going to layer that CC. Leap Strike gets Zeus relatively out of danger, but now the bear comes down! Oh no, bears versus spiders. You know, you always take the bear on that one, as good night Karma as well. Bertle now underneath his turret. Is he safe there? The answer is yes for now. True Shot Barrage.
We saw just last game. Okay, hold up.
All right, we'll see whether Gumayushi can actually win the 1v1 here, as the Burst Fire has been landing quite effectively. He'll close the gap, and Envy gets into the brush and picks up the solo!
Oh man, Guma's got that cheeky grin on. Playing this perfectly, you know, sending just enough damage to Drake while making sure you've got this Baron scouted out while having carry a turret.
Nah can now move into the river, and this does give them enough space to grab.
Good macro plays here, not something I thought we'd be talking about too much as Liiv SANDBOX matching T1's macro, but it's the world we're living in.
Willa can dive in, and it looks like T1 are just baiting a team fight. They just want to be able to get a turn, as there's the Flash Bear. They'll dive on top of Envy, who uses all of his dashes, but he cannot escape. Kyle, so incredibly low, and Faker just dives on top of him. Willa gonna get taken out as well. That turn was just beautiful, and T1 will now take the Baron for real.
And this is one of those moments where if you're in the coaching booth, you're gonna be screaming and pulling your hair out as Liiv SANDBOX. You knew Carrier was on the edge there. You saw him for just a brief moment. You were checking constantly with those cues. You had the Spiderlings coming in to try to identify him. You saw him once. And it's Envy, whose
ability to dive on top of this composition that requires so much setup is exactly how they need to play. We illustrated this earlier on. Great to see that Azir's just standing in front of Ona. They're wanting to set up for some sort of play. Let's see whether he can find something as the Q lands, but he's not going to go in. Seconds left on this Baron. And it looks like this inner turret will be their next prize.
I mean, this is such a huge Baron. So difficult to play around this as Liiv SANDBOX.
Yeah, they're just going to brute force this one. Shirelli is used there by Carrier. Gets them on top. Pushing forward. It's getting dangerous though, as there is a lot of darkness around them. Faker is going to sweep this, knows what's going on, as Closer is looking to turn this on to Ona. Can the kick actually work out is the question. The answer is absolutely not, as Faker dives on in onto Envy. The backflip is nullified as Faker goes golden as well. True Shot Barrage is timed a little bit off, but Closer's still going to dive in on top of him. That backflip, just barely missing, and Carrier locks down the kill on the Ezreal in the end, and now Zeus looking to tidy it up. Man, it was so close to Liiv SANDBOX finding it, but it's just not quite enough, and these wallets are pretty heavy.
I mean, Envy has had so many heroic plays. His 1v1 against Skooma, his ability to outplay there, the flash was beautiful, but the true shot is mistimed, and he's caught out alone there as they failed to chase because of that missed true shot, and T1 have this map unlocked, multiple inhibitors going down now, and I mean, Envy, 100% he's a cool kid, like, no doubt, but a bit of a panic in this one, and then the true shot barrage missing here. It's so huge because Faker being alive, he chases over the wall there, gets Jackson. Okay, this is it. This is your last chance, Liiv SANDBOX.
Yeah, Liiv SANDBOX are going for it. And Willa, he's landed a few of these. Let's see whether he can get it. Azeus, he runs at the enemy team and then ends up in the Baron pit. It is going to be secured by Ona. Willa goes golden, but he's now just in the back of this pit and all hell will break loose. Kyle going to be targeted by Ona, does manage to make it out at least for a moment, but I think that is just it. There is the ace. T1 will move to sole possession of first place here as they round out the first round robin of Spring 2023 with a victory.
Carrier looking like he's probably going to pick up the solo POG tonight. Atlas with this performance on the Annie, catching Envy out. Liiv SANDBOX so close,
yeah,
but so far. And I mean, game one, you crush T1, you deal with their defensive aggression. Game two, you get